Welcome to Haunted Hangout, a podcast for those fascinated by the unexplained, captivated by the paranormal, and entranced by the absurd. I'm your host, Chelsea.
And I'm your host, Liz.
Yay!
We're finally doing another Listener Lore episode 5 years later.
Listener Lore, episode 2.
A year past.
A year and a month later.
Oops.
We did it.
Well, we wanted to make sure we had enough stories to actually do a whole episode. So that's why.
Yeah.
I finally put them together, and I was like, yeah, I think this is good. So here we are.
Here we are. We're excited to share these.
Yes.
I haven't read them, so.
No, you haven't. I have. Anyway, yes. Welcome to Listener Lore Volume 2. I can't remember. Okay, again, the last time we did Listener Lore was April of 2025, so I don't know the structure of which we did it in.
I don't.
But
I don't either.
We're just gonna wing it.
We're just gonna wing it.
So, I guess business first.
Yes.
We have some updates. If you didn't see, we changed our artwork. Yes. That was the last episode. We were like, we have one thing cooking. That's what was cooking. And it's fully cooked and now ready for you to eat. So
yes.
Hope you like it. We love it. It's so cute. And we included little Smurfy.
Little Smurfaloo.
He's so cute.
Yes. Yeah, we love it. It took us a long time to choose a font. We actually went back and forth for so long. And we had like our friends like vote. Yes, we did.
And we didn't even pick the one that they picked.
Yes, sorry guys. We love you, girly pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like telling Matt about it and like showing him, and like he had his pick.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, like we finally decided. And he was like, okay, which one did you decide? And like, but at this point I told him it was between like,
Murph.
Oh my God.
He's trying to go under the couch.
Again.
You can't fit, buddy.
This is going to be every episode now that we're on the couch.
I know.
It's just going to be him trying to go underneath.
Please, I just want to go under the couch. Let me. No, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I didn't make the couch.
He's looking at you like, why would you build this couch this close to the floor?
He's like, how?
You personally.
How dare you, Chelsea? Like, mother, how dare you?
So yeah, Matt, I told Matt that because me and you were like, we had narrowed it down to the like our original like horror kind of font, and then the like sans serif kind of more like Victorian font.
Yeah.
But that we were still on the fence. And then I was like, oh, we finally picked. And he was like, okay, which one did you decide? I was like, oh, the cursive one. He was like, what? That one wasn't even like on the table last time I talked to you. It was like,
to it.
Somehow
we circled back.
We just circled back.
We circled through like there was like 4 options, and we circled through all 4. Like being like, this one's our favorite.
Oh, but then this one has
this.
Anyway,
So it's on indecisiveness.
Yep.
On our indecisiveness.
But anyway, I think the cursive one is cute.
Yeah, me too.
It'll look cute when we get like a neon sign eventually.
Yeah,
down the line. It's cute.
Yeah,
I like it.
We're a fan.
Big fans. Decision was made. So that was our last update. New update for you all is we now have a Patreon.
We do.
So I'm just assuming if you're listening to a podcast, you are aware of what Patreon is. But if you're not, it is a way for you to get extra Haunted Hangout content for a monthly subscription. In our circumstances, we are...
We're flicking my toes.
Perfect. I'm trying to discuss business here. And he's licking your foot.
He's licking my toes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just
That's funny.
Wasn't expecting that. Okay.
So we are starting off with a $5 tier, just the one.
Yes.
With that, you will get an extra bonus episode of Haunted Hangout. Mm-hmm. You will also get early access to our episodes. So our episodes normally come out every other Tuesday. I think we'll maybe every other Friday.
Yeah,
so like
we'll drop them.
So you'll get the episodes that would come out on Tuesday. You'll get access to those the Friday before, and then you can also vote on
what episodes you'd like to hear.
Yeah, on which episodes you'd like us to talk about next.
Yeah.
So that's where we're starting, and yeah, just I don't know.
Yeah.
If you like us and you want to support us, that's a great way to do it. And then, we also, I made us it's called Buy Me a Coffee. So if you want to support the pod, but you don't necessarily want to do like a monthly subscription, then you can just do like a singular like payment of whatever you want. If you're like, I love the pod, I don't want to have to do a monthly subscription right now, but I want to support them, that's an option too. So thank you all. It feels weird kind of being like, please give us money, but
but please give us money.
like, I'm like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
We love you, just whether you do it or not. It's just, we wanted to, I don't know, have the option. And then, you know, anything that you contribute will go towards the pod and for us. And because we love doing the pod and we want to
keep doing it.
Yeah. So that is an option. I'll put in the show notes the link to our Patreon, so you can find it. And then, I think that's our I think that's it for now, right?
That's it for the business.
For the business. Okay, so I guess we'll just dive into the listener stories first, and then I'll tell my mom's at the end. Or do you want to do it reverse?
I don't have whatever you want.
Okay.
It
really looked like you were like thinking about it, like.
You know what I was actually thinking about?
Oh God, what were you thinking about?
I was thinking generally. I'm like, la 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 la. Is there anything else we want to talk about? We have our birthday party this weekend.
Oh,
yay, exciting! That's literally what I was thinking about. And then I was like,
birthday?
what outfit am I gonna wear? That's actually where my brain went. I'm sorry.
Fair. No.
I'm not 100% here today.
Honestly,
As
neither
Liz
am I.
knows, I've been super grumpy all day long. She's had to put up with
No,
me.
you've been fine. No, I've honestly
just really angry today. I don't know why.
Honestly, our weather here, for anyone who's in like where we are in like Toronto, GTA, kind of like Southern Ontario, our weather's been shit.
It's been shit.
It's been absolute garbage.
We
had
freezing.
One nice weekend last weekend.
Yeah. And
then this weekend was absolute garbage.
Well, Friday was nice here. Like it was sunny and it was like 20 something. But at night it got really cold. It went down to like, I don't know, like 8, 9, maybe colder. And then yesterday it just rained and it was freezing, like freezing cold.
Yesterday like did me over.
Yeah,
like I had like a headache the whole day. I was literally dying.
We were both bedridden.
Yeah, me and you were like texting each other like, fuck, we're dead.
Yeah. Oh,
so
God.
I don't get high, okay, people. I do not smoke.
Yeah.
I do not, because I usually don't have a good time. So I just don't do it. But I was like, fuck, this headache won't go away. I'm going to take a tiny little bit of an edible. Yeah. So I was just lying on the couch alone watching Ghost Adventures. And it was honestly great. Because Zach Baggins was doing his thing where he freaks out and overreacts. And I was just like on the couch peeing my pants. It was great. 10 out of 10. It was a great time. But yeah, I also like was not in a great mood yesterday either. So yeah, it's just been a time.
But anyway.
Okay, so let's get into the listener tales now. So this one is actually from our best friend Dawn. Yeah.
Dawn!
Yeah. He sent
Love
us
you, Dawn.
One of his tales like a little bit ago.
Love it.
Okay, so Dawn says, "Hey ladies, so this is just a short story here."
What?
I'm laughing at Murph licking.
Oh, yeah, sorry. If you hear Murph, he's just licking his paws, as per always.
I mean, if you listen to any episode, you can probably hear him in the background doing something.
Yeah, he's always
just how it is.
Vibing.
Yeah. Okay, so this is just a short story here, but I figured I would send it to you anyway. The building I work in used to be an old elementary school in the 1950s. I believe from the 50s to the 90s. It was then repurposed into what it's used for now, which is where I work, although I can't really get too much into what my job is. The general consensus is that the building is haunted. Some have had experiences and others haven't. I've had a few. I'll start with just random objects falling that have no reason to fall over.
Whoa.
Like a broom propped up against a wall that would tilt away from the wall and fall over.
Ew.
Not slide, but literally the top of the broom would tilt away from the wall and fall to the floor. Also, we have stacks of what are basically deli-style plastic cups that are laid on their side on a shelf. Those have fallen off the shelves, but not in a way that they would roll off. They would have had to basically go vertical and fall off the shelves that way.
Oh.
Little things like that happen here and there. I've even checked to make sure there wasn't another explanation to them falling over and couldn't find a reason they would have. But the main thing I've experienced there is a bit more than that. So on the weekends, there are less than 10 of us in the entire building. I work alone on my side of the building, and the rest of my team is on the complete opposite side. One day, I was working in basically an aisle. I was between these racks that we have with boxes on them in an aisle that was maybe 20 feet long. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a shadow figure walk by the end of the aisle. Terrifying. And like, you're alone. So at first I thought it was someone I work with that came back to my area for something. I crouched down to look between the racks to see who it was, but nobody was there. I shrugged it off and kept working. A few minutes later, I was at the end of the aisle that the figure would have walked by. There is a door going to a room, and in that door is a vertical rectangle window, like ones in the doors of classrooms. As I'm continuing to work...
Oh. Sorry. I'm just visualizing.
You just like picture that, yeah.
Yes.
As I'm continuing to work, I see a figure walk by the window on the other side of the door. Nobody would have been back there. I then go back to check, thinking maybe someone went back there, and I just didn't notice. Nobody was back there. If someone was, I would have seen them based on how quickly I went to check after I saw the figure. That was the last time I saw anything like that, and that was maybe almost a year ago. I have a close friend that also used to work with me who is more sensitive to things like that, and she has told me she's seen figures and also little children moving about the rooms I work in.
No! Why? God.
Yep.
Child or demon?
I mean,
Child or demon?
it was an elementary school, so I guess you could...
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
Could
they
just
are
be-
actual children, but...
Maybe they're just all demons.
Yeah, there's also a high
Masquerading.
possibility that they're just all demons.
As children.
I'm not sure of anything major that has happened there, but looking into the property itself, the only thing I could find was reports of accidents happening on the road that the building is on. There is sort of a blind corner and people speed. There have been a few deaths that I've been able to find, so maybe that has something to do with it. But anyway, now that I've typed this out, it seems longer than I realized. Also, I want to end this with the fact that there is a tunnel under the building that you need to crouch to go through. Nobody knows what it was used for, and there was a random wooden chair and a clown painting down there.
Ew, that's gross. That's gross. I don't like that.
No.
I don't like tunnels in general, really.
No, neither do I.
Kind of do, kind of don't. Like, if it depends how big the tunnel is.
I love the, like, lore of a tunnel and,
Yeah.
like, the spookiness of it.
I mean,
but I
listen,
don't...
If it's a tunnel that you can fully, like, walk through and, like a whole
Fair.
person can... If it's a tunnel that something is crawling
That you have to
through,
crouch down.
You have to crouch.
No, I don't.
No,
My
I don't love
claustrophobia
that.
could not.
I
can't.
don't love that.
No.
But I don't like the clown painting either. That's freaky. Like,
And, like, why?
and like, why?
Why?
Why? Why?
I'll wrap this up there, but thanks for taking the time to read my story. I've never shared a story with a podcast before, so this was pretty cool. Haha, keep up the amazing work. I look forward to future episodes. Much love, Donald.
Love you,
Love
Dawn.
you.
You're the fucking best. Oh, thank you for sharing your story
Yes,
with
thank
us.
you.
That is scary. Okay, our next story is from Kimberly. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to read it now. Hi, Ghoulies. First off, I love your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. You two have great chemistry, and I'm so glad you followed me on Instagram because not only did I find your podcast, but now I'm getting requests from all these other creepy new podcasts, and I'm loving it as I'm able to listen at work for 8 to 10 hours every day to music, audiobooks, and podcasts.
Love that.
Love that, Kimberly. Okay, so a little backstory about me. I'm an eclectic chaos witch, and I've been on my personal journey for 13 years. Very cool. Very excited to learn more about that. I've done purification rituals in Mexican jungles, lived at an ashram for 2 years. I don't know what that is. So Kimberly, if you're listening, please tell me what that is. Where I was energetically able to identify and eradicate a predatory Buddhist priest. And I communicated with my female lineage going back 7 generations, where I'm told I'm the one to break the cycle of abuse and powerlessness. The practice is called family constellation, if anyone is interested. That's the short form, and if you would like the longer version, I can write that in.
Yes,
Very
please.
cool.
Please write that in.
Please write that in. Now I know I'm nowhere near the end of my journey, but at this point, I have some good tools and practices that are ingrained in me. Okay, very cool. I'm not sure how much you know about Wendigos. You can skip this part or paraphrase. But the first thing...
We're not going to skip it.
We're not going to skip it. I'm going to read it. But the first thing to know is to say the name as little as possible. Kay did not know that.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like Bloody Mary where
No.
I'm like scared. And I'm like, how many times did I say
No, that's the only time she says that word.
Oh, perfect. Oh, so from now on, I'll be using the word creature. Thanks.
She's looking out for us.
Oh, thank you so much. This is because it's believed the more you say the name, the more likely you are to draw it to you. Don't like that. This is also true of many, many other creatures as well. So cleansing and protecting is very important for your energy. If you don't know what these creatures look like, it's very unsettling. They first look like any old deer, but the closer you look, the more the body distorts and bones pop as limbs lengthen and contort to impossible angles. The skin starts to decay and ribs begin to show. The head slowly elongates and rots away to a skull with vacant eye sockets. Oh my God.
All of that.
That was, very, very good writing, very descriptive, but also disturbing. Rising onto its hind legs, the arms turn spindly and the fingers turn to talons. The legends of this creature are passed down through Native American stories. Some say this creature was once human, who, due to extreme weather conditions, cannibalized their friends to survive, cursing themselves into the beast. Other stories say this creature is born being bloodthirsty and brutal. Another thing about this creature is the ability to take control of the mind, often through dreams, channeling you through your fears, and that is where my story starts. Oh my God. Okay, in June 2024, I was freshly graduated from university with an environmental science degree. I had gotten a job at a forest nursery where we grow 20 million trees a year for reforestation efforts across British Columbia and Alberta. Very cool. Where I live. With the job, I also moved into my own 2-bedroom apartment overlooking a lake, and I was able to finally get my first cat, Kai. Pictures attached. Oh my God, so cute. I was in a really good place in a lot of aspects of my life, which was welcome after a few years of depression and struggles. My dream starts with me in my apartment, but the layout is wrong. I'm on the ground floor, and there is a sliding patio door where my real apartment has a regular door out to the patio on the second floor. It's nighttime, and there are 30 plastic chairs in my living room. What? I slide the patio door open and start to take the chairs out, when I look up and see a doe about 100 feet away, and I watch her for a moment. As I'm looking at her, my peripheral vision catches movement, and I gaze about 20 feet in front of me and see a baby deer eating grass. But the baby has full-grown antlers, which is odd.
Yeah.
And as I'm thinking this, the body begins to shift and contort to a 7 feet tall with rotting flesh and red eyes piercing out of the vacant sockets of the deer's skull. It takes one lurching step towards me, and I nope the fuck out back into my apartment, sliding the door shut and running to my bedroom, putting as much distance as possible between us. My heart is pounding, and I'm trying to think what to do when I hear the patio door slowly slide open.
I hate that.
Fuck.
Nope.
Oh, I hate that. And I know it's coming for me. I hear it walking through my living room, and then around the corner into my bedroom comes some random guy. But his eyes are the creature's, red and staring through me into my soul. Side note, another thing I should mention is I also have my black belt in Taekwondo with some MMA training, so I can throw hands and toss bodies. Back to the story. Love that. We stand there for a moment, and I know it's waiting for my fear to overtake me, but I just hold its gaze, and slowly a grin spreads across my face. I trained in real life for 4 years for this moment. The creature frowns and advances. The fight doesn't last long. I easily kick that fucker's ass and I wake up. I lay in bed and think about the dream for a moment. Then I get up and I walk into my apartment, except the layout is off. There is no door to the outside at all, and all 3 windows are fake. I'm noticing more things when there is a knock at the door, and I immediately decide to ignore that. But the door opens, and it's my friend from university, but her eyes are the creature's eyes, and her body contorts as she gets closer to me. I give it one palm heel to the face, and I wake up. I lay in bed for a moment, then I get up to walk into my apartment. It looks normal, everything in its proper place. There's a knock at the door. I decide to look through the peephole. Smart move. I see 3 girls I don't recognize, but I also see that the hallway looks like a hotel and seems to go on forever in both directions, when in reality the building is small and there are only 4 units on a floor. I'm dreaming still. I open the door and they are standing there with an 8-inch chef's knife. Horrifying. They enter my apartment and the one with the knife attacks. I easily disarm her, as I've done 100 times before. Now the dream gets really graphic with the knife. I essentially take them down one by one, and at the end I look like Carrie at her prom. As soon as the last one is dead, blinding lights turn on and the knife in my hand turns into a prop knife where it retracts into itself, being completely harmless. The 3 girls get up and leave, and I follow them to the door. Out in the hallway is the creature as its decayed deer form, red eyes staring at me. It bows its head and declares, "You've won," and I woke up. I lay in bed and think about the dream for a moment. Then I get up and I walk out into my apartment. I wonder for a moment if I'm dreaming still, but I know it's over. I was challenged and I won. I've done a lot of reflecting on this dream. I've just turned 30 and it's my golden birthday, as well as the end of my Saturn return. So I am in a place where my foundation is set and it's time to start the next phase of my life. I'm really looking forward to this next phase of upgrading, and maybe this was all just an elaborate story based on my interests and put into a digestible way that would stick with me. Or maybe a predator saw that I was once susceptible and thought it could break me again. But what it didn't know is that I'm the villain of this story.
Yeah.
I hope you have enjoyed this story. And if you did, then it means you actually got this email, because I've tried to send it multiple times, but each time I hit send, it deletes itself. Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll DM it. As said before, I've attached pictures of my kitty cat. Yes. And also drawings of 3 apartment layouts. It's interesting how similar they all are with slight differences. Creepy.
Yeah, very creepy.
Oh, looking forward to more episodes. Keep it spooky, Kimberly. Thanks, Kimberly. That was spooky.
Yeah. Do you want to see the
Yes, I
pictures?
do. Show me.
Okay, that's the picture of the... She drew the layout.
Oh my god, that's honestly such a good... Oh fuck, I didn't do that. Such a good memory too, to
From a dream?
From a dream?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. It's true, they are
the same, but not.
The same but different.
Yeah. Yeah, just
little...
ever
so slightly
little
different.
differences.
Very interesting.
And then obviously the most important part.
The kitty. The kitty. Oh my god! Oh, what a sweet baby! I love. What a sweet baby!
I'm obsessed with cats.
Oh my god!
Oh, Nicky hand.
Oh! We're swagging his tail.
Oh, there's a video.
What a cutie!
Young man, are you aware that you're a cat?
No, I don't think he is. So cute. Thank you so much for sending us your story, Kimberly, and for videos of your cat.
Yes, thank you.
Because we love all animals.
We do. Please send us photos and videos of your animals.
Yeah, honestly,
Cats,
even if you're
dogs.
I don't have it, nothing spooky's happened to me, but I have a cute dog or a cat or a fish.
We would love to say hi.
Just send us pictures anyway.
send us pics.
Okay. So I will tell the next one, and then it'll be my mom's
Yay.
story. Okay.
Suzanne.
Big Suze.
Big Suze. She's actually tiny Suze.
I know. My mom is a very tiny human, but we call her Big Suze. Okay, so this is from Kylie. Hello, ladies. My name is Kylie. You are allowed to use my name because people who know me already know I can see what most can't. Ooh. I'm not even sure where to start. I have many stories, but just a handful of good ones. This took a while to type, so sorry if they seem rushed. No worries.
No worries. No worries.
One thing you should know is that I am a young witch who has been practicing for 5-ish years now. My journey has not been alone. I have a great mentor who has helped me. I have even helped a few other witchlets. Term I like to use for baby beginner witches.
Oh,
I love that. I like to consider myself a witchlet.
Me too.
Because I'm like just starting to
dabble,
like get crystals, and I got like a candle, like a money candle that I was like, cast a white light, and I was like, okay, how do I?
Okay,
I don't know if I'm doing anything correctly, but I'm trying. Anyways, on to the stories. The first encounter with my guardian. It was late at night and I was getting ready for bed, just brushing my teeth. Leading up to this day, I had a lot of ear ringing, which, side note, I get that a lot.
Me too.
The ear ring, you do?
Me too, yeah. I get ear ringing and I find change all the time. All the time. And I never have cash on me. Ever. And I always find change. It's bizarre. Mm-hmm. And it's always been like that.
Yep. See, I feel like she might be like, yeah, you guys are also witches. Or she might be like, no, you're just insane. No, you're just crazy. So leading up to this day, I had a lot of ear ringing. It bothered me, but right as I told it to quit it, it would stop for the day, oddly. I also had a few small,
Interesting.
I also had a few small encounters, like seeing my horse that had passed away grazing in the lawn, and people peeking out from behind doors, or someone would walk by in very outdated clothes.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Freaky.
Anyways, that night, I couldn't get my ears to stop ringing and mentioned it to my mom, and she said if it continues, she would take me into the clinic. It suddenly stopped, but so did all the other sounds. I normally can hear the electricity in the lights. Even my electric toothbrush sounded quieter. There was a tingle through the air when I saw movement in the mirror.
No.
As soon as I read mirror, I was like, uh-oh.
No, I hate mirrors.
If you stand in the right spot, you can see down the hallway. I was standing in that just perfect spot to see down the hallway that leads to the kitchen and living room. And what do I see?
No.
A huge black creature with silver white eyes.
Ew. I hope they're nice.
It took a lot to not make a sound. I couldn't wake my parents. I quickly turned around to actually face the hallway, and there was nothing. I used to think it was a huge wolf / a very fluffy dog, but as of late, the memory has resurfaced, and it's a huge black lion instead.
Oh.
Which is cool, because lions don't come in that color naturally.
Yeah, true.
So that's cool.
True.
I mean, I think they don't.
I
don't think they do.
I'm like 99% sure.
I just don't want somebody to be like, I'm actually...
I don't think if they are, please tell us.
Yeah. So not sure what one it was, but it was an interesting experience. I communicate with him all the time now. He is clear with his requests, but will sometimes not warn me and let me learn the hard way. I tend to also ignore his warnings. I hear and see them, but just say, let's see what happens. Which, like, I would be absolutely terrified if I was you, girl. Nothing truly bad has happened with me ignoring him, but you never know. I still have a long life ahead of me. Now we're going to talk about the backwards man / poltergeist that she's seen.
Backwards man?
Yeah, that's what she called it.
Okay. Like, backwards in what way?
I don't know, Chelsea. This is not my story.
Okay.
Okay. So the entity is not a fun one to deal with. I mean, doesn't sound like it would be.
Doesn't sound like it.
No. The only time I had to see it was for a week at camp. At a camp I used to go to and even worked at for a short time. I did go back to work there after I knew that entities were there. I don't regret going back, though, because even more activity happened. This is also where I met my mentor and friend. I first saw this entity from the corner of my eye coming back to the cabin after a shower. It was peeking from behind one of the other cabins close to mine, and I just ignored it and hurried inside. Now at this time I hadn't even realized that I was a witch, so I thought I was just seeing things, but my now mentor, then just camp counselor, could tell by my face something was wrong. So I explained to her what I saw. A male figure's face, long arms used as if they were front legs,
Oh.
smiling with bright white yet stained, sharp, and broken teeth.
Ew.
She told me it was a trickster entity that she suspected was attached to another one of the workers. It was. One that gave me weird vibes. His energy just seemed so off. This entity would purposely try to jump out and scare you when it knew you could see it. I wasn't the only camp kid it went after as well. When I finally got a good look at this thing, it was just all twisted and wrong humanoid, walking on all fours.
Oh, no.
Fingers elongated, nails cracked yet long as well, forked tongue, and snake-like eyes. He would twist his neck in a full 360-degree turn oftentimes, stopping at random points to hiss or jump at you.
That's what I imagined a demon would look like.
Yeah, with like a forked tongue and snake
Yeah,
eyes, and like
snake
his
eyes.
neck can like turn around.
Yes. And like the long hands.
Yes, yeah,
I
yes.
don't like long hands.
No. His neck would twist in a full 360-degree turn, oftentimes stopping at random points to hiss or jump at you, to then go back to turning his head as he crawled towards you.
Oh, God.
I don't like the crawling either.
I don't like that.
Anything like crawling towards you. I'm just like, especially if you're in like the what's it called? The like hermit crab
Oh, God.
or the
Yes.
back bend kind of crawl where you're like, eh.
That one doesn't freak me. I feel like they're faster in like one of these ones where like you're just like your butt is just slightly off the ground. Like if you're in a full back bend, you're not going to be as fast. So
No.
for those reasons, the other one scares me more.
Fair. If you just ignored him, he wouldn't really do much, but just try even harder to frighten you. There was even a night I was just so tired from the rodeo, I just told him to fuck off. Like,
I
fair.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have the patience to deal with him.
No, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
After all that, I'd be like, you know what?
Especially-
I'm fucking done.
Especially after you see him like all the time. At one
Yeah.
point, you just probably
At
be
that point, you're like
"Okay,
kind of
fuck
over
off."
it.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
just please leave me the fuck alone,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, exactly.
Never saw him again after that, thankfully.
Thank God.
Hopefully, never again.
Yep.
The weird energy from him was still there that week, but not the next year I came to the camp. Okay, so now we're going to talk about another thing she's seen.
Okie dokie.
Not a deer or she put SW, which I'm assuming is skinwalker.
Yes. Yeah.
Couldn't honestly tell.
Oh no. I don't like the vibes of the skinwalker.
No. This is the forest entity I hinted at in the comments on one of your Instagram posts. This happened at the same camp as the poltergeist. Instead of being a camp kid, I was a counselor this year. It was fun. I did really enjoy it, and everyone was super nice. During my day off...
Can you DM us the camp? I'm super curious. We won't disclose it, but...
Yeah.
I would like to know. I'm very,
Yeah,
very
let us
curious,
know what this
where
camp
it
was.
is.
Yeah. So every counselor gets one day off a week and half a day on the weekend before the next group of kids show up. So on a day I was supposed to have off, I decided to join the Advanced Riders Trail Ride. Longer water crossings and a few logs to jump to give my horse a nice long ride to stretch his legs. Ikeika, I don't know if I'm saying the horse's name right, sorry. So Ikeika has always been sensitive to entities and shifts as well, but it honestly is expected of horses as they are so intuitive.
They really are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they can sense shit.
Yeah.
They can sense shit coming.
They truly can. Like, if you don't like horses, they're like, okay, we know.
I know you don't like me, so
So, fuck you.
fuck off. On this trail ride, everything is going great. He is enjoying himself, and all the horses are, honestly. Then partway through, I start getting a weird feeling. I heard distant music coming from even deeper in the forest, which, like, again, why would there be music in the forest?
Yeah, truly. Like,
If, like, you know that no one's there, like... There is a Y intersection in the meadow, one leading into the woods and the other going through the meadow. The one leading deeper into the woods, even as a camp kid, I was always drawn to go down, and today this was where I heard the music coming from. I know. Ikeika was getting irritated on the way back a while after I heard the music. He wanted out of that forest and fast.
Oh.
Which, like, yeah, if your
That's
horse is
fair.
starting to freak out, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
like, we gotta go.
Like, you gotta get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
that's when one of the camp kids' saddles suddenly broke. The cinch, The belly strap to hold the saddle on broke suddenly. We were lucky someone noticed before the saddle slid off. I found it so weird it broke because I saddled that horse the other day and nothing was wrong with the saddle and wouldn't wear out that fast. That's when I started feeling like I was being watched.
Ew.
Aikeka would not hold still at this point. Sorry, okay, she feels like she's being watched.
Yeah.
The horse would not hold still. But she wanted to stay with the group.
Okay.
And then she sees a deer staring right
Ugh.
at them, not moving besides a few ear flicks. The eyes were too big, eyes on the front of its face, not the side like it was supposed to, which I don't like that. So its eyes are like...
I don't like that either. I don't like that either.
The fur color was also off, a dull color with red tints and uneven. I knew that was what caused Aikeka to be so agitated. I didn't look away from it. I couldn't. We finally got going, and when we got back to the camp, a few of the camp kids who I was friends with then, when I was also a camp kid, came up and asked me about the strange deer.
Oh.
The surprise on my face gave me away because the group we had this week was a younger group and easy to scare. These few, though, didn't scare as easily. It was good to know it showed itself to them as well as not just me. I didn't see it again after that. I kind of wanted to, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is so long. I will send the others. Yes, there's more. 3 that I remember right now. And another email when I have more time before this email deletes again. Love your podcast. Keep making great episodes. Stay spooky and stay curious.
Oh.
Thank you for sending that, Kylie. That is
freaky.
honestly insane that you've seen that many
oh
entities.
My god, yes. That at that
it makes
camp,
sense that you're like a witch and
yeah.
you like have
that
sense,
ability. But also like at that same camp.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's wild.
Yeah.
If you have more stories, please
send them. Yeah, we would love to read them on the next episode. Hopefully we don't have to wait a year before we do the next listener lore episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll talk about my mom's story,
Okay.
which again is not spooky, which I feel like is a good
ender finisher.
yeah, because those other ones were frightening.
I'm gonna dream about that
Weird deer with
yes.
eyes like here.
No, I'm gonna dream about the what was it called? The backwards
man?
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
just
that's also horrifying.
that's ingrained into my memory.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Don't like that.
So my mom, back when, so this took place in 1985. So my mom would have been 21, and so my mom went to U of T. She told me that she was on campus, then she went and took a subway. I think she was going back to my grandparents' house, and they live in Etobicoke. So she was riding on the subway, and she looked up, and there was a man sitting right across from her on the subway.
Mm-hmm.
And he was looking at her, but it wasn't like in a creepy way. He was just like, my mom called it benevolent, like in a benevolent way. It took her a sec, but then all of a sudden she was thinking, holy shit, that looks like Grandpa Eric. And Grandpa Eric is...
Oh, you have told me this. Yes.
So Grandpa Eric is my grandfather, who I never met on my dad's side. So my dad's dad. And my mom didn't meet him either because he unfortunately passed away when my dad was 19. So that would have been either like 1979 or 1980 that he passed. So my dad like hadn't met my mom yet, but she had seen like pictures of him and stuff. So she knew what he looked like. And she said the subway ride was about 10 minutes and he was across from her looking at her the whole time.
I just got goosebumps.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. But what threw my mom off a bit was he was wearing glasses. And she had never seen pictures of him wearing those glasses. So she was kind of like, I don't know, like, it was just like weird.
Yeah.
And what makes it even more kind of like, not believable, but kind of like adds to the story is that that's the day that my dad proposed to my mom.
Oh.
Yeah. And like my mom knew that it was coming because she was like, I was like, how did you know that dad was going to propose to you that day? And she was like, because he like never asked me 2 weeks in advance to go out for dinner. And like, she like knew that he was like planning something. I was like, oh, okay, fair.
Gosh. That's funny.
She told my dad after, and she was like, did your dad like wear glasses? And he was like, yeah, he did actually. And like she described the glasses. He's like, yeah, that's the exact like glasses that he used to wear.
God.
And my mom had no idea, like had never.
Goosebumps.
You got him again?
Yeah.
My mom had no clue that he even wore glasses.
Oh my
so, like,
gosh.
she wouldn't have known that.
He just wanted to pop in and meet her.
Exactly. That's
so
how my
cute.
mom looked at it. Like, he wanted to, like, look
That's
at,
so cute. Oh my gosh.
get a glimpse of the woman that my dad was gonna marry. And yeah, if you're like, oh, that's such a cute story, like, how are your parents doing now? Well, they're divorced now, so.
Still a cute story.
But
though. Still a cute story, okay? Regardless.
my mom was like, well, like, it didn't obviously, like, end great, but it's like she was still, like, the mother of
Yeah.
his future
His
grandchildren.
kids, yeah.
So, like, still, like, wanted to, my
Yeah.
parents were married for almost, like, 20 years, so it's not
Yeah.
like they were like
Wow, they got married young, eh?
yeah, my mom was, when they actually got married, they got married in 1987. My mom was 23 and my dad would have
Wow.
been like 26, 27.
Okay, yeah, so young.
Pretty young.
Yeah.
My mom, too young, is what she told me. She's like, I was so stupid and naive. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, well, it was also like, I feel like back then it was
That was like, I feel like people got
more
married
normal.
way younger back then.
Yeah, which I said to her on the phone today when I made her, like, because I called her because I wanted it to be, like, fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean back then? This wasn't, like, the 1800s old ages. I'm like, Mom, I just mean, like, the generation, like, before us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I know you're not that old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but this was, like, not that unheard of for my grandfather, apparently. Like, so the week after he died, my grandma and, like, my dad and his siblings who were still, like, at the house, like, sensed him around the house for, like, a week after he died. They would, like, hear him, because, when you, like, walk up the stairs, like, if you're there's, like, creaky steps and stuff, and, like, certain people, you just, like, that that's how they walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
You, like, recognize, like, that's, like, them. They would, like, hear that, like, for a week after. And
Wow.
then my grandma, like, said at one point she, like, felt, like, the bristles of his mustache, like, press on her as if he, like, was giving her a goodbye kiss. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sad.
And then my aunt, when she had my cousin, she said that she, like, was holding him and she, like, looked up in the window and, like, saw his face in the clouds.
Oh my god, I just got goosebumps again. That's crazy.
So, and then my mom saw him, like, a couple of years after that.
Oh wow, he was truly watching over.
Yeah.
Making sure everyone was good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is my mom's story about my grandfather.
That's a cute one. That
Yeah,
was
right?
nice.
It's, like, heartfelt.
Yeah,
It's, like,
very heartfelt.
He's just, he's like, oh, this lady is possibly marrying my son. Gotta scope her out.
Gotta scope her out.
And he said, like, my mom said that, like, the way he was looking at her was, like it was, like, he approved.
Oh, I love that.
Just very cute. So, yeah, that is my mom's story. Just one of my mom's many stories. Again, my mom's lore is insane.
Yeah.
With my mom's permission, I might, like,
Tell some other ones.
tell some other stories and stuff. But, yeah, she's had a crazy life.
Yeah.
Like, she had a stalker.
Yep.
She
I
fell down
remember
a
that
cliff.
one. I remember that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She almost died falling off a cliff. It
Crazy.
just...
The
anyway.
lore goes on.
The lore goes on with her. So, yeah, I think that's it. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing or following us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and leaving us a 5-star review. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Haunted Hangout Podcast. And if you have a spooky story that you would like us to share on the next Listener Lore episode, you can email it to hauntedhangoutpodcast13@gmail.com.
Coming soon in a year and a half.
2 years from now.
2 years.
No.
2 years later.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get the next
Just
one
kidding.
out
Just kidding, guys. I was joking.
more
I was joking.
recently
Yeah.
than a year.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning into Haunted Hangout. As always, stay curious. And if you have a spooky story, please send it to us.
Yes.
Please.
Please. And if there's a backwards man that's following you,
Oh!
I had to bring it back to the backwards man for you.
Hire an exorcist near you.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.